Steve, congratulations on the first home win.
Cheers. Yeah, it's been a long time coming in the league, hasn't it? It's been difficult. You know, it's you can put a brave face on it and try and inspire the lads to go out there with loads of confidence, but it's difficult. You know, they've had some setbacks. You know, that the last home game was a really bad environment to be around, and you know, you were hearing things where you really don't think it's deserved, but it's hard to argue with the scoreline back then. But you know, what a difference it feels coming out of here tonight. A game where I thought we started solidly, and I thought we thoroughly deserved it. We probably allowed them too many shots in the first half, so we try to put that right at half time. Young Darryl made some really good saves, all pretty much from distance, but he did everything he needed to do. I thought he was outstanding, and you know, we had 3 or 4 really young lads on the pitch today, and they all played the part in a really tough. In a really tough sort of last half hour where we had to make a lot of changes, and players were playing out of position. It was just backs to the wall a little bit. But yeah, I mean, you know, we can play a lot better than that. We will play a lot better than that. But it was really important just to get that one over the line today.
Very good goal by Jack Maskell to open the score and just settle us down a bit.
He was outstanding today. You know, when you talk about Max and Charlie and Darryl, you forget sometimes that Jack's only just about a little bit older than them, because he's so robust and he's so physical, and he plays with a lot of maturity now. You know, he's certainly improved since we've had him, with his decision making. He occupied the whole back four for the last sort of 15 minutes on his own. So you know, special praise to Jack. He was outstanding today. He scored a great first goal. By his own admission, didn't quite get the header right in the second. So I thought we had 2 really good chances to have made it sort of 4, and then that last 5 minutes might not seem quite as long as it did.
You mentioned Max Howells there. He was in the right place after the kick was charged down there. Yeah,
it was a good finish because he's a right-footed lad, and it wasn't an easy chance to hit with your weaker foot, but he's done it really well. Him and Charlie are slightly different. You know, Charlie's a little bit more of a dribbler. Max is a bit more sort of direct, and he'll give us probably that little bit more going the other way as well when needed. So yeah, as I say, we had good options today. I suppose that obviously the only downside to today was Cedric picking up an injury.
We mentioned 2 debutants there. Another one, Paddy McLaughlin, who you know from the past. He had a very good game, didn't he? Anchored the midfield well.
Yeah, you know, like obviously once we lost Will Hatfield, it was a case of obviously we're looking at replacements to play in midfield, but we also wanted to add a bit, you know, a character to fill, you know, Will's role in the team. And Paddy's full of that. You know, he's a model professional. He's hard as nails, but he's really motivating around the place as well. And that was really important today. You know, he hasn't played. I know what he's like as a fella, so I know he'll have been looking after himself impeccably and training as hard as he could. But obviously, he hasn't played 90 minutes for a long time. So the plan would have probably been to have took him off if the truth be known. But as I said, it was backs to the wall. He was cramping up probably for the last sort of 25 minutes. But yeah, no, he's going to be really important to us.
Once Elliot was sent off, you must have been really pleased with the way the lads responded to that, and also the game management was spot on as well.
Yeah, you're asking lads to do jobs that probably is a bit foreign to them. Aidan, I thought, he's been waiting really patiently to get a chance. Unfortunately for Cedric, that's how people get chances sometimes in football, through injuries. And I thought they looked really good up front together as well. Very different, but yeah, they looked really good together. And then obviously when we went down to 10, you're asking Aidan to play on almost like a left wing role, which is really, really foreign to him. So, you know, nobody likes to take somebody off after they've came on, but he's just a great team man. He knew exactly why we did it, and he was as happy as anybody else when the whistle went. Yeah.
But in that last 20 minutes, so well did the lads defend. I think Darryl only had the one save to make that fingertip.
Yeah, I think Darryl, most of the shots today came from distance, which we often say, you know, if somebody scores 25, 30 yards screamers, really, you know, you have to hold your hands up sometime. It's the goals that we've been conceding that are really frustrating, you know, the ones through the middle of the goal and the little errors, which I didn't think there was any today. As I say, we've defended the box excellently. So, But that's just the start. This is we need to get ourselves on a decent run now. Playing a very good team away from home, long journey next week. I think they've had another good win today. So yeah, I mean, we need to get we need to get a little run going now. Other teams have had good runs and maybe they're finding it difficult now. I think Shields suffered the first defeat today. Now I'm not saying they're going to go on a run, but it just shows you that at some stage you're going to have really good spells, and at some stage you're going to have to bite the bullet and you're not playing as well. And I just hope that's the catalyst for us to move on now.